Visiting clubhouse manager, Joe McNamara. Assistant visiting clubhouse manager, Gabe Morrell. Umpire clubhouse manager, Vince Fresso. And now welcome the White Sox manager, number 33, Gene Lamont. Number 18, the third base coach, Terry Bevington. Number 17, the first base coach, Doug Mazzolino. Number 41, pitching coach, Jackie Brown. Number 6, hitting coordinator, Walt Riniak. Number 15, bench coach, Joe Nossick. Number 55, bullpen coach, Dewey Robinson. And number 58, bullpen catcher, Jose Antigua. And now the starting lineup for today's game, leading off for the White Sox, the left fielder, number 30, Tim Raines. Batting second, the second baseman, number 14, Craig Krabeck. Batting third, the first baseman, number 35, Frank Thomas. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, number 21, George Bell. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 23, Robin Ventura. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 26, Ellis Burks. Batting seventh, the center fielder, number 1, Lance Johnson. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 20, Ron Karkovice. Batting ninth, the shortstop, number 13, Ozzie Guillen. And pitching for the White Sox and warming up in the left field bullpen, number 40, Wilson Alvarez. And now introducing the rest of your White Sox, number 7, Steve Sachs. Number 8, Bo Jackson. On the disabled list, but with us today, pitcher number 10, Dave Steve. Number 22, Don Paul. Number 25, Kirk McCaskill. Number 28, Joey Cora. Number 29, Jack McDowell. Number 31, Scott Radinsky. Number 32, Alex Fernandez. Number 34, Terry Leach. Number 37, Bobby Thigpen. Number 39, Roberto Hernandez. Number 42, Rod Bolton. Number 44, Dan Pasqua. Number 46, Chuck Carey. And number 72, Carlton Fisk. today's first pitch ball is being delivered to us today by express mail from the United States Postal Service. The first pitch of the 1993 season here at Comiskey Park is going to be thrown by a very special guest, a Chicagoan and the first African-American woman to be elected to the United States Senate. Please welcome Senator Carol Mosley Braun.
Of course, the main thing on opening day is the game itself. And when we come back, the White Sox and the Yankees. Opening day from Comiskey Park, 1993. It's coming up after this.
Comiskey Park in Chicago, Illinois. Sports Channel presents Opening Day at Home 93. It's the White Sox versus the New York Yankees. And hi everybody, and welcome to beautiful Comiskey Park. I'm Ken Harrelson with Tom Paciorek as the Sox get ready to open up their home schedule against the New York Yankees and Wimpy. Every opening day at home is very, very special.
It really is special, and I think all the guys on our ball club are really looking forward to today's ball game too, Hawk, because they really feel like they have a chance to win it all this year. The lineup is very sound. If we can get some pitching, and the team played very well in Minnesota, which is a great sign. They caught the ball extremely well. No errors in the three-game series, and that's a good sign for this team.
All right, a couple of youngsters out there this afternoon. It'll be the 23-year-old southpaw Wilson Alvarez for the Sox.
Right, and Wilson has to throw strikes. This is really not the 27 Yankees he's facing out there. I think their lineup is much stronger against the right-handed pitcher. So if Wilson can go out there and throw strike one, he could have a good afternoon.
All right, and his opponent will be the 23-year-old right-hander Bob Wickman, former Sox, who won 6 games last year at the end of the season for New York.
That's right. And the only team that beat Bob Wickman were the Chicago White Sox. So hopefully more of the same this afternoon. But Wickman's got good stuff. He's got a good sinking fastball, throws a slider, and a changeup.
All right, opening day at home 93. Brought to you by Sports Channel. Right now, let's go to Wimpy and the starting lineups for today's ball game.
All right, thank you, Hawk. The umpires are out on the field. The White Sox are getting ready to take it, and here they come. Their 1993 version of the Chicago White Sox charging out on the field on a beautiful afternoon for baseball. Bucky Showalter is the manager of the New York Yankees, and he presents us with this lineup. Leading off in center field, Bernie Williams, very talented out there. Batting second at third base, Wade Boggs. Don Mattingly, their great first baseman, will bat in his customary number 3 spot in the lineup. Danny Tartabull is in right field, the cleanup man. They need him to stay healthy all season. Jim Leyritz, DH, is batting 5th, followed by the left fielder, Randy Volare. Mike Stanley is behind the plate, hitting 7th, batting 8th. Newly acquired shortstop Spike Owen, and bringing up the rear at second, Pat Kelly. Left-hander Wilson Alvarez, the 23-year-old, was 1-2 with a 5.40 earned run average in 6 spring starts. Wilson, on the spring, gave up 23 hits in 20 innings of work. He walked 8 and struck out 15. And the opponents batted .280 against Wilson on the spring of 1993. Defensively, the White Sox will line up with Tim Raines in left field. Lance Johnson plays center. Ellis Burks is the right fielder. In the infield, Robin Ventura is the third baseman. Ozzie Guillen, the key to that defense at shortstop. Craig Graybeck gets his first start of the 93 season at second. And the Big Hurt, once again, will play first base. Battery of Ron Karkovice and Wilson Alvarez. The umpires are good friends in blue. John Hirschbeck is the home plate umpire. Tim Welke at first. Drew Coble is the crew chief. He umpires at second, and our good buddy Durwood Merrill is the third base umpire. Conditions at game time, they just don't get any better than this. Temperature 54 degrees, wind out of the west at 12, partly sunny and pleasant is the forecast. So we're looking for an outstanding afternoon of baseball. John Hirschbeck working behind the plate this afternoon. Welcome to John. He has had a lot of problems in the past, and it's good to see him back on the job. Well, we are ready to go. Opening day 93 at Comiskey, and once again, here is the Hawk-a-Roo.
All right, Wimpy, thank you very much. And once again, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to White Sox baseball right here on Sports Channel. And boy, is it good to be back home. Bernie Williams will lead it off. 24-year-old center fielder, 4 for 14 on the year with a homer and 2 RBIs. First pitch from the young southpaw. Breaking ball strike. Outfield straight up. Capacity crowd on hand on what was supposed to be just an awful day has turned out to be a beautiful day. Fastball upstairs, and the count evens at 1. 347 down each line here at beautiful Comiskey Park. 375 in the gaps. 400 straightaway center field. Williams last year a .280 hitter for the Yankees. He's a switch hitter. Takes a breaking ball high, and the count moves to 2-1. Wade Boggs on deck. These two clubs met 12 times in '92. Sox won 8 of the 12. They were 3-3 here, and the Sox were 5-1 at Yankee Stadium. There's a good fastball by Wilson, foul back. Souvenir right side, and the count 2-2. What a difference in adrenaline, the rush, Wimpy, as opposed to opening day of the season in Minnesota versus opening day at home.
It's so much nicer to be outside, isn't it?
Oh, boy.
Of course, the weather was brutal in Minnesota. We might not have played 2 of the 3 ball games. This is great.
2-2 pitch. Another good fastball. He's rushing it up there. Count hangs at 2-2.
And our between the lines for this afternoon's ball game, that is. Sox no free passes on opening day. We found that out. Wilson cannot walk people. Danny Tartabull, he's the big bat against left-handed pitchers because this is not a real strong right-handed lineup that New York will feature. Ozzie, he's the secretary of that Sox defense.
Count goes full to Bernie Williams.
Yep, stayed up all night thinking of those between the lines.
You should have got some sleep, Wimpy.
Yeah.
Payoff pitch to Bernie Williams. Yes, he did. So he'll grab some bench. 1 gone.
Oh, thank you very much. That was a fastball up and out of the strike zone. Very important for a young pitcher to get off on the right note. Wilson Alvarez gets that confidence going as Williams can't hold up on a fastball about chin high. That's good. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, you're so right, especially when a youngster has a little tendency to be a wild out there on the mound. He gets a break like that from the hitter. It can sometimes just turn the whole thing around, as Wade Boggs takes the ball. Boggs 2 for 13 on the season. We'll pencil out, as you saw, at 154. Last year hit 259 with Boston. They tell us, talking to some Yankee people, he's just been having a real tough go of it, offensively and defensively.
Right.
Outfield well around to the left.
Something I wanted to ask you, Hawk, about Wade Boggs. Do you think he's going to have to alter his approach to hitting in Yankee Stadium as opposed to Fenway Park?
Wimpy, I don't think there's any question about it. He's always had that bailout, the green monster right there. It was a fastball strike, and the count evens at 2. And that's a great. Everybody always talks about what a benefit and an advantage it is for the right-handed hitter. But for the left-handed hitter, it is even more so because of the bailout.
Yeah.
Against tough left-handed pitching, just pop it up in the air. It's off the wall.
Well, you do that in Yankee Stadium, and that's a little flare. The left fielder is going to be coming in all season long. And, you know, you watch Wade Boggs take batting practice, and he can hit the ball out of the ballpark at any part. He can hit the ball a long, long way. So I'm thinking, like you, that he's going to have to make adjustments, maybe try and take advantage of the short porch in right field at Yankee Stadium.
It'll be interesting to see just indeed how he has to adjust. Little tardy right there on the heater. Ellis Burks, of course, former teammate of Boggs, 17%.
That's all?
I know, I was thinking it'd be a lot more than that.
Oh, yeah.
There's a base hit on the breaking pitch. Got a little lollipop right there from Alvarez, so Boggs aboard.
Of course, that last stat, they didn't score a whole lot of runs the last couple of years. Yeah, it's a mistake by Wilson. Boy, right there in his wheelhouse. That thing just hung over the inside part of the plate, and Wade Boggs, very adept at that inside-out swing of his, that hands coming before the bat, kind of flips it over the infield. We've seen him do that a couple thousand times in his career.
Here's Don Mattingly. There you see the average, 429, 6 for 14. Yankees, of course, lost 2 out of 3 against the Tribe in Cleveland. Mattingly last year a .288 hitter, 14 homers. He knocked in 86. And just checking the scoreboard up there, Montreal will take on the Rockies at Mile High Stadium. Over 80,000 expected there.
Isn't that something? Yeah, but how many will show up tomorrow? That team's eliminated from the race like in May 20th. No, they've been expecting baseball there for a long time, and they've shown that they really want to support that team.
Oh, they'll do well there, attendance-wise.
Yeah.
Boggs at first, 1 out. 1-1 the count to the 31-year-old veteran Don Mattingly. What a player he has been. Plagued with back injuries much of the last 3 seasons. He is one of the consummate professionals in this game. A nice person as you look at Danny Tartabull on deck. Well, you talk about Robin Yountz, George Brett's, Don Mattingly's. They're special. 2-2. No score, top of the first. If you just tuned in.
Yeah, the thing about Donnie too is he's only 31 years old.
Been around so long, it seems like.
Yeah. I would have thought he was in his late 30s, you know, just off the top of my head. So if he's healthy physically, I think he can still come back to produce the numbers that he produced in years past. If the back is okay.
Wimpy, he was a finesse type home run hitter anyway when he was hitting the 35s and 34s, 32s. He's not a real strong individual. As that ball hit into left field, it's a piece of cake for Tim Raines. 2 gone. So certainly his type of home run hitter should be able to come back the way Mattingly hit home runs, just sitting on pitches, counts, situations. And the 36-year-old skipper of the Yankees, Bucky Showalter. Now, the guy stepping up to the plate right now, a little different story. He can take you out anywhere, way back, very deep. Danny Tartabull, last year 25 homers, 85 RBIs for New York, but he also missed a lot of games. Danny 5 for 13 on the season with 1 homer, and he's knocked in 2. Good fastball right in on the fist.
Well, that's what you have to pitch Tartabull. He's got those arms really extended, almost wraps the bat around his head. He wants it out over the plate. If you come inside with it, he has a tougher time getting to it, like right here, or right in on his fist. Ball was by him. I was watching Danny take batting practice. Looked like he's just out of sync a little bit, you know, the big swing going for him. Fastball upstairs. Well, he's always been a hot and cold kind of a guy. When he's cold, he doesn't hit a whole lot, but when he's hot, I'll tell you, he hits everything. He's going to be really important because this Yankee team, as we mentioned, doesn't line up real good against left-handed pitching. He's going to have to take a lot of pressure off the left-handed hitters, Mattingly and Boggs in particular.
fastball upstairs. So Wilson Alvarez throwing a lot of pitches here in the top of the first inning. 2 balls, a strike, 2 out with Boggs at first. So Big Frank playing behind. Outfield shaded to the right. Breaking ball upstairs, and he falls behind 3-1 with Jimmy Leyritz, the DH, on deck. He walks him. So Alvarez has a strikeout, giving up a base hit, issued a walk. That'll put Boggs at second. And here comes Leyritz. Leyritz has only been to the plate 1 time. He has a hit, and he knocked in 2 runs. Leyritz last year, .257 hitter, 7 homers, and 26 ribbies. We'll always remember him. And Andy Hawkins.
Where was he playing that day?
Left field.
He was in left. Oh, that was the Earth, Wind, and Fire game.
Yeah. Good fastball strike.
Yeah, the ground ball couldn't be caught. Another one, the wind took it, and the other one was got in the sun.
Good. No hitter thrown against you, and you win it by a laugher.
Yeah.
4-0. Pitch a little low, and the count evens at 1.
Yeah,
First of a 3-game set with the Yankees. And we'll have those 2 plus the remaining 3 games. 6-game homestand. We'll have them all for you right here on Sports Channel. Good breaking ball.
Nicely done. As you said, Hawk, so often he stayed back, let that one work for him. Didn't overthrow that particular off-speed pitch.
Another breaking pitch, souvenir right side. Well, this is the first time the Sox have ever opened up at home against the Yankees. It's amazing, isn't it?
Truly is. There's a couple of dandies. Cleat Boyer at third base, and Hondo, Frank Howard, always moving at first.
The 1-2.
Ooh.
Alvarez thought he had it.
May have been just inside. Boy, he threw that one hard. Got there in a hurry.
Full count. So once again, he goes deep into the count to a Yankee hitter. And with 2 out, Boggs at second, Tartable at first. Will be in motion. That'll load him up. And you got to really thank goodness for Bernie Williams chasing ball 4 on the 3-2 pitch.
Well, that's for sure. Well, Wilson has either made a great pitch or a bad pitch in this game. And while we have a second, let's take a look at some baselines for this afternoon's contest. The Sox have made no errors in the first 3 ball games. They have been terrific on defense. Yankees have lost 13 of the last 18 to the Sox. And the White Sox are 49-44 in home openers. Hopefully get to that half-century mark this afternoon.
Bases full of Yankees. 2 out, and here's the left fielder, Randy Velarde. He's just 1 for 3 on the season. Last year, .272, 7 homers, 46 knocked in. Takes a fastball strike. Boggs, Tartable, and Leyritz from third to first. He did not, says Big Tim Welke at first base, and the count evens at 1. Big pitch right here. Good pitch in on the fist. The way Wilson's been going, if he got down 2-1, Velarde could definitely dial it up for the heater. Randy, pretty good fastball hitter. Now Wilson, for the time being, in command.
Well, I'd like to see him come right back with that inside fastball
Me too.
here. You know, rather than you risk hanging a breaking ball and then you get this game way out of kilter. Go with your best pitch. That's his fastball. Coming in.
Almost drilled him in that right knee. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Where you stood, Wimpy, that ball would have got you.
Oh, yeah.
A little open
Hopefully in the
stance here.
behind.
If it was in the area, that's exactly where it would have got you.
I'll gladly take that in this situation.
The 2-2 delivery.
Yes. Maybe a little low. It's amazing how some of these hitters will take these close pitches with 2 strikes. It was a little low.
The payoff. Yes. So Wilson Alvarez pitches out of some wildness, out of a jam. Yankees strand 3 after a half inning of play. It's the Bronx Bombers nothing, and the good guys coming to bat.
Sports Channel's coverage of Chicago White Sox baseball is brought to you in part by your local Chrysler Plymouth dealer, where you get real advantages for the real world. By your local Sherwin-Williams paint stores. The pros know. Ask Sherwin-Williams, a participating sponsor of Major League Baseball. By RCA, the people who introduced television now proudly present RCA Home Theater TV. And by Budweiser, the king of beers. The only beer with the taste as genuine as the people who drink it. Nothing beats a Bud.
The Yankees stranded 3 in the top of the first inning, so they come up empty. And the White Sox will line up this way against right-hander Bob Wickman. Leading off in left field, the Rock, Tim Raines. Craig Graybeck gets his first start of '93. He'll play second base. Bat second, hitting third at first. The big hurt Frank Thomas. Cleanup man DH George Bell. Robin Ventura plays third base in the 5th spot. He's followed by right fielder Ellis Burks. Lance Johnson is in center. Hitting 7th, batting 8th behind the plate is Ron Karkovice, and bringing up the rear at short, Ozzie Guillen. Bob Wickman 0-2 on the spring with a good .273 earned run average. He started 5 ball games. Another look at the former White Sox farmhand, giving up 25 hits in 26 1/3 innings, walked just 7 with 15 strikeouts. Opponents batted .253 on the spring. Defensively, the Yankees have Velarde, Williams, and Tartabull in the outfield. In the infield, it's Boggs, Owen, Kelly, and Mattingly in the battery this afternoon of Bob Wickman and Mike Stanley. Wickman, 6'1", 212-pounder from Green Bay, Wisconsin, is 24 years old.
Tim Raines will lead it off. It'll be Raines, Graybeck, and big Frank Thomas. Rock, a couple of home runs in that Minnesota series, takes a strike. And I guess if there's one word to describe Wickman, it's tenacious. He's a little bulldog. He gets right after you. And before we show you our picks to click, you at home select yours. One pitch. 2 balls and a strike. Outfield bunched a bit straight up. Oh, what a lovely, lovely day for opening day at home. Come on, Rock. Give him a throw. 3 balls and a strike.
Dial it up.
Rock's showing some muscle.
Boy, he hit a couple of ton at the Metrodome, didn't he?
That's ball 4. Good speed aboard. And here are our picks to click this afternoon. Jim Angie, our producer director. Big Lance. Wimpy's going to go with Ozzie. I went with Tim Raines.
Are you sure I'm shut out so far?
Wimpy, you haven't even sniffed one yet.
Yeah.
So a nice round of applause for little Craig Graybeck making his first start of the season. Craig, of course, injuring those tendons when Willie Wilson made a slide out in Las Vegas. Craig threw the baseball and his hand hit Willie Wilson's forearm. What a nice job by Joey Cora in those 3 games at the Metrodome.
He was terrific.
There's the strike. Craig last year 268 hitter, 3 homers. He knocked in 35.
And the one thing that Craig will supply in that number 2 spot that Joey really couldn't is some power. This guy's capable of hitting 15 to 20 homers a year. He's got that good extra base power. Of course, Joey has that base stealing ability that Craig does not have.
Craig also has the ability, a lot of discipline to plate to get that count 2-0-3-1.
Yeah.
So the flexibility that Gene Lamont has in that second hole with Graybeck, who's going to get a lot of fastballs, and he happens to be the best fastball hitter on this team. He should have a good offensive season.
He's going to get a lot of heaters, that's for sure.
Also, you can hit and run situations with Graybeck because of his ability to move the ball to the right side. That second hole today in the major leagues is just becoming more and more gigantic in terms of winning baseball. There goes Raines. Mike Stanley with the throw, not in time. Second stolen base of the season for Rock.
Wow. He went in there hard head first. There you see Rock with that quick jump. We talked about at Sox Fest how he was working with a track team. Tim goes to the inside part of the bag. It wasn't one of his better jumps, but he just compensates for that burst of speed that he's able to generate after a couple of steps. Hard slide in the second.
You're right, Wimpy. It was just a very average jump, but he really turned it on. It looked for a second like Stanley was going to get him.
Yeah, because Stanley came out of the chute in a hurry. But Timmy looked like he stood straight up with his first step. He didn't get down in that sprinter's position that we're so accustomed to seeing him do.
Graybeck down. A ball and 2 strikes.
Sox now with 6 stolen bases on the season. One big advantage they have over the Yankees is in the speed department. Yankees have none yet.
Lays off of it. 2-2. Good eye. Take another look at the jump by Tim Raines. You'll see not a real good one from a dead stop.
Yeah, he just picked up.
Right there's where he picked it up.
Yeah.
Just before he went into that head first slide.
You and I would still be running with that jump.
I wouldn't be going head first, I'll tell you that. Full count. Outfield very shallow in center and right for Graybeck.
Good.
Of course, Danny Tartable can throw. He's got a gun. That's ball 4. So Bob Wickman, like Wilson Alvarez, who threw 37 pitches in the first inning, according to one of our statisticians, Jack Gould.
He's amazing, isn't he? Well, you got to get your feet on the ground. You know, that first start of the season, especially at opening day, regardless of where you're playing, Bobby Wickman looks at the stands, 44,000 plus here at Comiskey Park. Understandably, he's going to be a little bit nervous, and that adrenaline is flowing. He really is going to take a while for him to get into sync.
Here's the big hurt. 1 for 11 on the season. Boy, he was glad to get that first hit out of the way after going 0 for 10. Outfield bunched a bit straight up. He takes it low. George Bell, the on-deck hitter, with Robin Ventura in the hole. Oh, what a hack. Lordy.
Boy, Frank has just been a hair off. He's been fouling off a lot of pitches. He did that at the Metrodome, too. Very typical swing right there. He's not mashing his pitch yet.
Raines at second, Graybeck at first. The 1-1 pitch. And Frank thought that pitch was a little high.
Maybe they're elevating the strike zone. I thought it was a good pitch.
Wimpy, like you, I hope they do.
Yeah, I don't want that high strike to be called. Make guys swing the bat. I think you'll get better offensive numbers, too.
2-2. Look at that. That's from our copter cam.
We don't have a blimp?
We're just doing everything. I mean, Jim Blaney, Steve Cashel, Randy Hahn, Mike Goldberg, Julie Judelson, and a staff of thousands.
Hundreds of thousands.
The 2-2. No advance, full count to Thomas. Both these youngsters throwing a whole lot of pitches here in the first inning.
Oh boy. Well, let's see. You got Raines might be in motion over here at second base in this 3-2 nobody out situation. Do you run him here?
Oh, I would. Sure.
I love it. I love the run here. Yep.
Ground ball right side. They get Graybeck and Thomas. So a 4-3 double play as Pat Kelly. Here, Coble's saying Graybeck went out of the line.
Aha. Yeah, he certainly didn't tag him. That's still a good job by Pat Kelly to force Graybeck into that situation. So he is out of the line. And boy, what a big pitch by Wickman. Wow. Still has to contend with George Bell, but there are 2 outs.
George 2 for 12 on the season. Both those hits doubles. And he has knocked in 2 runs.
Skipper Bucky Showalter and Gene Lamont.
Ball in the dirt, blocked nicely by Stanley. They tell us Mike Stanley has really improved behind the plate defensively.
Yeah, he looks like he's throwing much better, getting out of there quicker. I played with Mike with Texas, and he had a lot of defensive problems then. He was more of an offensive-oriented player, and he had to work his way back to the big leagues because he was pretty much let go by the Texas team. So he's worked very hard to get to this position where he is right now.
Couldn't check it up. And the count moves to 2-1.
There's that good hard slider we saw Wickman have in his days with the White Sox.
Oh, he's got a Jim Bambi.
Oh, yeah.
So George, being on top 2-0, chases a couple of bad ones, and the count evens at 2. With Tim Raines at third.
Like George was guessing strike there on both of those pitches, and
well, he does it a lot. That's one reason he knocks in so many runs.
Yeah. And he'll look bad on a lot of pitches too.
Nothing wrong with that. Just got a piece of it.
Now George will key it down a little bit and just try and put the ball into play. Try and think of a spot left center to right center. We'll try and stay closed as long as possible. driving that big run. We saw him do that so many times last year, getting those clutch 2-out RBIs. Similar situations to this.
Once again, the 2-2. Pops him up left side. Wade Boggs in foul territory, shading guys from the side. Now in fair territory makes the catch. That'll retire the side, so both youngsters pitch out of a jam. After one, no score.
It's time for us to win, and I don't think anything else would be satisfactory. I think that's what you play for.
A reminder, this copyright program is presented by the authority of Major League Baseball and the Chicago White Sox. It is intended solely for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any publication, reproduction, retransmission, or the use of the pictures, descriptions, and accounts of this game without the express written permission of Major League Baseball, the Chicago White Sox, and SportsChannel is strictly prohibited.
Yeah, I think it's great that your passes found their way into the ballpark.
Where are they?
Over there by dugout. Those guys in the green suits.
Thank you. Mike Stanley can't get it.
Here they are. On them, it looks good. Those guys. You think they got some crooked noses?
Hard hit, base hit. Like a change, straight change from Alvarez. Stanley just rips it. So the leadoff man aboard.
Mike Stanley can hit. You see him get the hit of the bat out right here. Just a bullet by Robin. No chance to make a play on that one. So Stanley on board. You see, the one thing that the Yankees aren't going to be able to do this year is run, steal a whole lot of bases.
Newly acquired switch hitting shortstop Spike Owen last year at Montreal, a .269 hitter, 7 homers, and he knocked in 40. Fastball upstairs. You know, with Boggs and Owen was on the left side of the Yankee infield, not a whole bunch of range over there.
Yeah. And that's a low ball pitching team, so they're going to get a lot of ground balls. So those guys are very important for the success of this team.
Plus, they've got Key and Abbott, a couple of southpaws in that rotation this year. 2-0 the count.
I wonder too about that trade for Roberto Kelly for Paul O'Neill. O'Neill, left-handed thunder out of.
He's good. He's a good player.
He's a good hitter, but you're void of some right-handed power. I like that Roberto Kelly. I know you did too.
Well, one thing about it though, Wimpy, if you go back and check, all successful Yankee teams have had strong left-handed hitting. There's never been a successful Yankee team that did not have a lot of thunder from the left side. And now that they have changed the ballpark a little bit, certainly it's an equalizer to a degree, but still that right field porch at Yankee Stadium right there.
Well, I'll bet you that they will see as many left-handers as that other team can muster during the course of this season.
Nice stop by Karkovice, but Alvarez falls behind, 3-1. And the governor, great state of Illinois, Jim Edgar.
I know Jimmy Angio voted for him.
So Wilson in danger of pitching himself into another jam. Nobody out. Stanley at first, and 3-1 the count to Owen. Little looper in the left field. Rains coming on, can't get there. That'll fall. Semi duck snort. So here come the Yankees. That'll bring up the second baseman, Pat Kelly. Pat just 25 years old. 5 for 11 on the season with a homer, and he's knocked in 3. He's got a little pop in that bat. Last year, 7 homers, 27 RBIs for the Pinstripes. Frank Howard, first base coach, thinks this young man is just going to be an outstanding offensive player.
No kidding.
Sox looking for the bunt. There it is. Wilson has plenty of time. Big Frank. Sacrifice 1-3. Stanley into third. Owen into second.
Nice job of executing right there by Kelly. He got a good pitch to the bunt, though. The breaking ball is way off speed, as you can see. A lot easier to bunt that than that high fastball. So he just drops it between Wilson Alvarez and Frank Thomas. So 2 runners in scoring position now for Bernie Williams.
Bernie helped Wilson out leading off the ball game. 3-2 count. Fastball upstairs and could not lay off of it. Check swing, strikeout. Outfield straight up. Corners in close. Off-speed pitch high off the plate. And the count 1-1. This is the inside corner. Wade Boggs on deck.
Although Wilson's struggling with his control, I do like the idea that he's trying to throw the ball inside with that fastball. Just hasn't been able to hit the spots yet.
Low 3-1. One other day game in the American League. Cleveland journeys up to Skydome in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Take on the defending world champion Blue Jays. Under the lights tonight in the American League. Minnesota at Kansas City. Boston at Texas. Detroit at California. Milwaukee at Oakland. And Baltimore at Seattle. That's it deep into center field. Lance Johnson, a good jump. One dog's there. Makes the catch as Stanley will tag. He will score. And New York takes a quick 1-0 lead.
Hit this ball hard. Take a look at it. Ooh, it's a fastball. Hitters count all the way down and in. He just drops the head of the bat on it, gives it a ride. Lance Johnson with that great concentration. I always talk about the swirling winds here at New Comiskey Park, and Lance just plays them so well. Prevented any more damage. So 2 down for Wade Boggs.
Boggs a base hit last inning on a breaking pitch from Alvarez. Outfield well around to the left. Fastball upstairs. Let's see the way the Sox defend Boggs.
Wow.
Fastball strike. 1-1. Wilson can get out of this jam with just the 1 run. Sox will take that.
Oh boy.
Breaking ball, wanted it, did not get it.
Well, I don't know what could be wrong with that pitch.
Inside with the heat. And Boggs on top, 3-1. Don Mattingly. Good heater. Good swing by Boggs.
Yeah, I think the way these defenses are setting up against Wade Boggs, he's going to have to try and pull the ball a little bit more, especially on the away from Fenway Park, the way he's going to be playing all his games this year, man, he could take advantage of a lot of territory out there in the pull zone for him.
Payoff pitch to the 34-year-old veteran. Yes, he did, says Derwood Merrill at third, and that'll do it. Yankees cross home plate with a run on 2 hits. No errors, a man left after an inning and a half. 1-0 bad guys. Ventura, Burks, and Lance Johnson to face 24-year-old right-hander Bob Wickman, born in Green Bay, now resides in Abrams, Wisconsin. Bob in 3 for 12 on the season. Takes it low. To another count. And all of us here at Sports Channel would like to welcome our affiliate, Comcast Cablevision, and all their viewers in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Fort Wayne, yes.
There's a strike. Outfield, for the most part, straight up. Bunch just a bit. Spike going. One hands it over to Mattingly. 1 out. Nice round of applause for Ellis Burks, making his first appearance at his new home park. Checks it up, takes the ball. And there's our copter cam. The ball hit high and deep into center field. Bernie Williams has room now back on the track right in front of the fence and makes the catch. Ellis just missed it.
Show you how strong Ellis Burks is. He just missed it, and it's still almost carried out to pretty much straightaway center field. Take a look. We talk about Ellis being an excellent high ball hitter. Here's one. It looked like a spiral slider about belt high, and Ellis gets those hands above the ball and just narrowly hits it out of here.
Here's one dog. Lance takes a fastball high off the plate. Lance 4 for 12 on the season. No homers, 3 RBIs. Count evens at 1. That's into center field. Bernie Williams is there. Makes a catch. 1, 2, 3 for Wickman. After 2, 1-0 Yankees.
Just really come together and play well together and accept the losses and accept the wins together and just play more as a team.
Welcome back to beautiful Comiskey Park on a terrific day for opening of the home season for the White Sox. And tomorrow's starting pitchers, Sox 93 on Sports Channel Plus tomorrow at 6. The White Sox will have Rodney Bolton making his debut in a Sox uniform, 1-0 with a .265 earned run average. He will be opposed by Jimmy Key, who won his first ball game with that outstanding 1.12 earned run average. Jimmy Key has dominated the Sox in the past, 14-7 in his career with a .276 earned run average. So White Sox hitters have their work cut out for them tomorrow. But meanwhile, back at the ranch, we're in the top of the 3rd inning. Wilson Alvarez against Bob Wickman. It'll be Mattingly, Tartabull, and Leyritz, the first 3 to face Wilson. Alvarez up high with a fastball. Tim Raines left the ball game. Danny Pasqua is in left. He jammed his right thumb on the base with that stolen base in the 1st inning. And hopefully Timmy's all right. There's good curveball by Wilson. There's Danny. So Tim Raines off to that great start. We'll see no more action in this ball game. Breaking ball, that's up high. Don Mattingly, still just 31 years old. Drove in 86 last year. He's late on the fastball, fouls it off left side. Another look at the capacity crowd this afternoon for the White Sox and the Yankees. Fastball grounded towards Big Frank. He's got it. He goes to the base himself. The slide by Mattingly, and he just does get it. So Alvarez makes a good pitch, jam shot. Mattingly is the first victim here in the third. And there you see the completion of that play. And we'd like to welcome a good-looking young man to our booth right now, the governor, Jim Edgar. Welcome.
It's the kindest compliment I've had in a long time. Thank you.
All right.
You got a beautiful day.
Isn't it great? Danny Tartable takes strike one on the base on the breaking ball. There's the governor. Going to make a habit of coming out here to Comiskey Park this year, aren't you, sir?
Well, this kind of day, I think it'd be easy to make a habit.
Good curveball by Alvarez. So Tartable down on the count 0-2. Oh, just misses with that one. Now, did you grow up in the Chicago area, Governor?
No, I grew up in Central Illinois. But first Major League Baseball game I remember coming to was to see the White Sox play the Red Sox back at the old Comiskey Park. Billy Pierce was pitching. Ted Williams is still playing for the Red Sox.
He was a pretty good player. Danny Tartable goes down on a high fastball, so Alvarez gets his fourth strikeout of the afternoon. Were you a baseball player yourself as growing up?
Well, I played at it. Played
a lot
Little
of us
League.
did.
Yeah, played Little League, and but I wasn't. It was fun, but no doubt I wasn't going to be a pro ball player.
Well, you did good in your profession.
Well, there are days.
There's a fastball right there to Leyritz. So Alvarez appears to have gotten his rhythm going here in the third inning. Any particular favorite player of yours, Governor?
Well,
go ahead.
I got to watch this. Okay, good. Growing up, Warren Spahn was a super pitcher for the Braves back then. Of course, Ernie Banks, the Cub, and Billy Pierce with the White Sox, Nellie Fox. There are a lot of good ball players, it seemed like, in the 50s when I was playing Little League and following it very closely. And
1-0 Yankees here, bottom of the third inning. Bob Wickman against Wilson Alvarez. Yankees have 3 hits, Sox hitless so far this afternoon. Ron Karkovice is going to lead things off for the Sox. Karko hitting at 143 with a homer and 2 runs batted in so far on the season. Fastball misses inside. 2-0. Wickman's got a good fastball. It will move into the right-handed hitter and down. He keeps it low. Has better movement. He will throw a hard slider and a changeup. Basically a 3-pitch pitcher. Right there. 3-1. Kark lines it right at Wade Boggs. So he got a 3-1 fastball. He hammered it right at the third baseman. And behind the plate the last 3 seasons with Karkovice, the Sox are winning at a .584 clip. With others, .526. That's not bad all the way around. Ozzie Guillen is the hitter. My pick to click this afternoon. Kark hit it hard and got that pull count there at 3-1, and he just smoked it. Ozzie hitting at 250. There's a changeup, misses outside. You know, throughout this weekend, all fans will receive a magnetic schedule courtesy of Coca-Cola. For tickets, call Ticketmaster at 312-831-1-SOX. Ozzie last year, very abbreviated, played in 13 ball games before he tore that anterior cruciate ligament in his right knee. Ground ball into the Yankee dugout. And he's still wearing that brace on his right knee, and he has not lost a beat. Talking with him, Ozzie feels like his legs are a lot stronger now than they had in years past because he's had to work so hard on the weights. Sacrificed a lot this winter, staying in Chicago, working out with Dr. Herm Schneider and, of course, Bo Jackson. What a rehab team that was. And Herm did not let him have any slack at all. He was dragging him out to the ballpark some days. 2-1. That misses up and away. And there's the Guillen family. Familia de Guillen. Enjoying the ball game. Ozzie with 3 young sons. He walked him. Ozzie walked. He's really getting a good look at the ball. Get that feeling that Ozzie is going to have a real big offensive year. Third walk issued by Wickman. And Danny Pasqua, that pesky little leadoff man, will hit. He came in last inning. Tim Raines with that jam thumb on his right hand, so hopefully Timmy's going to be all right, be able to play tomorrow. But Pasqua swinging the bat very well in the spring, especially towards the end of it. Takes strike 1 from Wickman. Yankees playing Pasqua to pull in the outfield. Velarde way off the line and left. There's a foul ball at home plate. You see the alignment for Danny. A perfect afternoon for baseball. It looks like the ball might be carrying a little bit this afternoon. The flags seem to be blowing out towards center. It doesn't get any better than this. Throw over to first.
Isn't that a gorgeous shot?
Sky cam, isn't it?
Copter cam, please.
Ooh. Went after an up and in, like a breaking ball, and Pasqua can't find it, so Wickman gets a strikeout. That's his first one. So Craig Graybeck will hit. Graybeck walked his only time up, was doubled up later in that inning. Wickman made a big pitch on Frank Thomas in the first. A 3-2 fastball, runners in motion, got a double play on it. High breaking ball. And introducing the Family Sox Pack. This is exclusively on Saturday and Sunday games in the upper terrace room at Comiskey Park. $12, you receive a game ticket, hot dog, Coke, and potato chips. Drinking or smoking is not allowed in this family section. For more information, call 312-451-5354. Good swing on a fastball. So the count goes 1-1 to Graybeck. Craig hit .303 in the spring. Drove in 8 runs. And the Yankees are playing him slightly to pull. The gap is in right center between Williams and Danny Tartable. Ozzie Guillen, the runner at first, 2 down. There he goes. Pitches down low, and Ozzie's got his second stolen base of the season.
Yeah, he got such a jump right there, Wimpy. Wickman just not paying attention to him. Ozzie could have stole that one standing up.
It's a tough pitch to throw on, too, that hard sinker inside.
It was, but it wouldn't make a difference than a fastball up and away.
So Ozzie in there.
Knock him in. 14.
Well, 91, Ozzie stole 21 bases. But he was caught stealing 15 times, so that 2-for-2 ratio is pretty good. Sox now with 7 stolen bases on this young season. They came to run. So Graybeck has the good hitters count now at 2-1 with the big hurt Frank Thomas lurking on the on-deck circle. Fastball fastball upstairs.
This is a spot right here where Craig is really got to have some extra discipline to play. Good fastball hitter, 3-1 count. He's going to have that quite a bit this season. And he's going to have to make the guy throw him a good strike.
That one cut that one a bit.
Looked like a cut
yeah,
fastball.
A little cut fastball or a real hard slider. I think it froze Craig just temporarily. He was looking for the heat. That pitch was right down the middle. Let's see what Graybeck hit against the Yankees. 462 last year. Craig a 324 hitter against the Yankees in his career. Ground ball right side. Kelly on 3 hops will throw out Graybeck, and that'll do it for the White Sox. They threaten, leave a runner in scoring position, and after 3, it's 1-0 bad guys.
Randy Hahn back in our Sports Channel studios. Time now for our Sherwin-Williams update. As you see in the American League game you're watching right now, the White Sox trailing by a score of 1-0. One other game underway, Cleveland and the Toronto Blue Jays. The rest of the action tonight is under the lights. In the National League, Darren Dalton with a 3-run homer in the first inning, and they trail by a score of 3-0. The Cubs do to the Philadelphia Phillies. Frank Castillo serving up that home run in the first inning. And a note, the Dodgers have placed pitcher Todd Worrell on the 15-day disabled list. Back to our A-team today. Ken Harrelson at top of the chart.
All right, Randy Hunt, thank you very much. 1-0 Yankees, top of the 4th inning. Velarde, Stanley, and Owen to face young Wilson Alvarez, making his first start of the season.
She loves the game, doesn't she?
Here's Velarde. Struck out with the bases loaded to end the first inning. 3-2 fastball. There's a good breaking pitch from Alvarez, and the count 0-1. Yes. Jam-packed crowd on hand for the opener at home for the '93 season. Wilson way on top, 0-2. That ball hit deep to left field. Pascal going over in the corner, looks up. You can put it on the board. Solo shot for Randy Velarde. He still doesn't know if it's out of here or not.
You know, I thought he got jammed on that pitch, so it looked like the ball's just jumping out of here.
Yankees lead it 2-0. On the 0-2 fastball, did not get it in deep enough.
Well, he kept it fair by leading with that front elbow, as you can see. Well, I guess he did get it pretty good. A pretty good swing there by Velarde. Just not quite deep enough in that kitchen.
Mike Stanley. Singled and scored back in the second. Had a straight change from Alvarez and ripped it into left field. Curveball strike.
Stanley has always been a good off-speed hitter.
Outfield straight up, spread out. Another breaking ball loop. That's going to be a duck snort. Lance gets to it. Fifth hit for the Bronx Bombers. Shortstop Spike Owen. Activity down in the Sox pen. Right-hander Don Paul starts to loosen up. Owen a little soft single to left field in the second inning. .31-year-old veteran infielder Spike Owen. Hit foul, broken bat. And Cricket will make that play.
With ease.
She's back. He's got to break in that glove a little bit, though.
How'd you used to break in your gloves, Wimpy?
Just, I don't know, play catch with them before the games because I didn't get to use them during the game very often.
You know, the best way to break in a glove is just get a couple of baseballs, put them where you want the pocket. Get some big, thick rubber bands, wrap it around it, throw it in the tub for the night. Next day,
it weighs
you got
100
your pocket.
pounds.
Well, you got to let it dry out a little bit. But he'll get that pocket form for you.
I never believed in that concept.
Oh, yeah. Good. It's the best way. Well, when I say best, it's the quickest way to break in a glove, you know, because sometimes they're just so stiff. The best way, obviously, is just to take your oil, your niece foot oil, and rub it and break it in and work it. But that takes a long time.
And we don't have that kind of time.
The fast-paced Tom Paciorek, broadcaster extraordinaire. Two runs, 5 hits for the Yankees. No runs, no hits for the Sox. Fakes a bunt, takes the ball upstairs, breaking pitch, and a count 2-1. And you see the weekend probables there tomorrow. Jimmy Key against Rod Bolton. Scott Kamenicki against Blackjack on Sunday. And it'll be the Minnesota Twins coming into town for a 3-game set. And we'll have all those games for you right here on Sports Channel. Counting this one today, 108 games remaining on our schedule.
Is that all?
On Sports Channel. Outfield straight up, spread out. Three and one to count. On deck hitter, Pat Kelly. So a big pitch right here for the youngster. Third walk issued by Alvarez.
Now Kelly bunted his last time up in a similar situation, so you would think that the sacrifice would be on right here with the Yankees ahead 2-0.
How many pitches do you think he's thrown?
A lot. 80.
Very good. Whimper.
Oh, how many is he?
78.
Wow. Yeah, he's been. And the trainer coming out. Oh boy, that's Mark Anderson. Oh, that's on. They're checking out his right hand. Oh no, it's his left hand. Okay.
Could be a blister.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Could be a bone bruise of some sort. Where they're working it. Or it could be a cramp.
Good way to get an unofficial trip to the mound anyway.
Gene Lamont talking to Jackie Brown just a bit. Looks like he wants to go to the pen. He does. He made the sign to the pen. So breaking the action, we will report to you. Might be a cramp the way he's pulling on his fingers right there. Anyway, breaking the action. We'll be back to give you the numbers on the Pope Don Paul right after this.
Back at the old ballpark, the Sox trailing at 2-0. There's runners at first and second for the Yankees with no out here in the top of the 4th inning. White Sox have made a pitching change. They go to the Pope. Who else on Good Friday? Don Paul this spring appeared in 8 ball games, 2-0 with a 3.86 earned run average, and he had 1 real bad outing, so those numbers are pretty good. 22 hits allowed in 14 innings of work, 5 walks and 7 strikeouts. So Don in relief of Wilson Alvarez. Wilson once again struggling with his control. As you look at some of the capacity crowd here this afternoon on a perfect afternoon for baseball here in Chicago. Bob Wickman doing a pretty good job right now after that first inning troubles. He made that big pitch on Frank Thomas, and that's really the key to this ball game so far as the Sox down 2-0. Hold him right there, Pope. We'll come back.
2 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the New York Yankees. No runs and no hits for the Sox. And the Yankees trying to put some more on that board. Pat Kelly had a sacrifice bunt back in the second. Sox looking for him to duplicate that. Corners in close. There's the bunt going foul. And while we have a moment, certainly our heartfelt wishes go out to Tina Newsom, wife of Warren Newsom, who was in a bad automobile accident. Hopefully everything will come out okay. Nothing in 1 to count. Outfield swung well around to the right. They're spread out. Ozzie trying to jockey in behind Mike Stanley at second. Get those infielders moving around, and Bucky Showalter is a pitch out. Not a good one. And the count evens at 1.
Well, the Sox thought they might change to hit and run right there. The fish weren't biting.
This is a good bunt. Big Frank will put it on him. So the sacrifice 3 unassisted with Stanley into third and Spike going into second.
Well, they see a split finger pitch. You know, he got a curveball last time from Wilson Alvarez, so this one kind of just tumbled up there from Don Paul. Pretty easy for Kelly. Very adept at that. Bunted it to first base just like he did last time. They tell you to do it to third with runners at first and second, but when you can drop them down like that, wherever it goes, you're effective.
Switch hitting center fielder Bernie Williams steps in. Bernie 0 for 1, a strikeout and a sacrifice fly. Once again, the Sox with the corners in close. Chopper, Big Frank looks to home, goes to first. Stanley stores, and it's a 3-0 New York lead.
Well, once Frank had to take that 1 step backwards. Pretty good play here by Frank Thomas. Let's check it out. A good split finger pitch, and Frank moving to his left, having to take that step back. Stanley, obviously the contact play is going to be on with 1 out, runners at second and third. So it's 3-0 New York.
Here's Boggs, singled and struck out. Takes a strike. Lance Johnson not quite so far over into left center field off Don Paul as he was Wilson Alvarez against Boggs. Good splitter right there, and quickly 0-2. Fights that one off. is a base hit into center field. Falls in front of Lance Johnson. Owen scores 4-0 New York.
Well, he goes down and get this split finger pitch down and out over the plate. Pretty good job of hitting by Boggs. Lance was playing him over in left center field, so he really didn't have a chance to catch that one.
Mattingly takes the strike. Don is fly to left and bounced to first. Pops it up. Pasqua coming on. Danny Azaire makes the catch, and it'll retire the side, but the Yankees do some damage, coming up with 3 runs on just 3 base hits. Leave one after 3.5. 4-0 Yankees.
Definitely is important to give 100% on every day. I think both on an individual level and on a team level.
Right now, let's check out our Sherwin-Williams Major League batting leaders. Season's very young yet, so we'll show you who did it last year. Of course, Edgar Martinez, who's on the DL this season, 347. Puckett, Thomas, and Molitor. Over in the National League, it was Gary Sheffield on top by 6 over Andy Van Slyke, Kruk, and Bip Roberts. Those are our Sherwin-Williams Major League batting leaders from 1992. Those guys can hit. 4-0 bad guys here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And what makes it even a little worse, Bob Wickman, 24-year-old right-hander, has yet to give up a base hit. Want to know the count to Frank Thomas? High, he just missed it in left field. Velarde. So 2 pitches, 1 out, and here's George Bell. Popped up to Boggs his first trip. Throw it inside. Out of Abrams, Wisconsin. That's off the end of the bat. That's going to fall for a base hit. So the Sox come up with their first safety.
George didn't hit it real good. He's shaking his hand as he goes back. Let's see where he got this. Off the end of the bat. Oh, a backup slider right there by Wickman. And George, there he is. You don't hit it hard. It's still a little cool out there. So the Sox get a runner on for Robin Ventura.
Robin hit the ball hard to Spike on it short his first trip. Outfield straight up, bunched a bit. Off the plate. Ellis Burks on deck. Let's get something going here, gang. Get the crowd into it.
Yeah. Not a whole lot to cheer about so far.
Ooh. There's a good strike. Fastball outside corner. Well, you mentioned it early. Wimpy, the big pitch in this ball game thus far, that 3-2 fastball in on the fist of Frank Thomas.
Yeah. That could have been a big inning for the Sox.
Checks it up, takes the ball, and the count 2-1. That was an excellent pitch by Wickman. Robin on top, 3-1.
And hopefully when we recap this game, we won't look at that as the turning point of the ball game.
That's a good concept.
Yeah. Oh my God, that is. That's Andy the Clown. Suitless. You can tell he's Andy the Clown because he's got Andy the Clown on his jacket.
4th walk issued by Wickman. So Ellis Burks, he just missed one deep to center field back in the second inning. Taking Bernie Williams right in front of the fence. There's a strike.
Wickman's thrown a few pitches this afternoon too.
Ellis, as you see, good success last year against New York.
Oh boy.
Ellis behind in the count, 1-2.
I think you got a little bit of late movement on that pitch right there, either a cut fastball or a slider. Boom. Well, Ellis just swung right through that pitch.
The 1-2. There's a base hit in the left field. Here comes Bell. They're going to wave him around as Velarde, who's got a good arm, gets to it to throw off the mark. Bell scores. And now here's Wickman going to Ventura at third. He can't get him, and Burks into second. 4-1 ball game. Attaboy, Ellis.
Good job of two-strike hitting right there by Ellis Burks. Get the Sox on the boards. Fans something to cheer about. There's a belt-high fastball, almost identical to the previous pitch, which was just a little bit farther out. Velarde, as Hawk mentioned, does have a very strong throwing arm, but he's an infielder by trade. Ball way off the mark, and that enables two runners to advance, also in scoring position. So the Sox have got a chance here with Lance Johnson.
Lance fly to center field. Takes a fastball strike outside corner.
Well, the Boomer sent George. He wasn't flying around those bases, but he did get home.
I thought Velarde was going to throw him out.
I did too.
Chopper right side as they're going to get Ventura hung up at third. Now Lance, he'll go on to second base as Boggs puts it on Robin. Burks into third.
Well, the same situation, only you add an out. Robin going on contact, which is what he has to do here. Lance just didn't get it by the pitcher. Made a good pitch with the slider right there in on the hands. Jam sandwich.
Well, the youngster's made some good pitches when he had to, even though he's been wild today. And, you know, he's only got 47 days of major league experience, and he already has 6 victories. So I'll tell you, he's used to winning. Here's Kark. Breaking ball misses. 1-0. Kark lined hard to Boggs his first at bat. 2-0 the count with Ozzie on deck. A lot of guys in uniform today in the major leagues older than that guy, Buck Showalter. Bucky just 36 years of age. Kark, the 2-0 count. Taking all the way, and the count moves to 3-1.
Oh, it's Danny Tartagle playing shallow in right field for Karkovice. Kark can hit a ball to right center field. Might get an inside the park homer.
That's outside. That'll load him up for Oz. 5th base on balls issued by Wickman. And Tony Cloninger, Yankee pitching coach. Former 20-game winner with the Milwaukee Braves.
He could
also,
hit too.
Atlanta, you dadgum right. Had a couple of Grand Slam home runs in his career.
In a game, didn't he? Wasn't he the guy that hit 2 Grand Slams in a game?
You know what? I think you're right. Tony could hit. So with 2 out, bases loaded. Here's Ozzie. Drew a walk. Last inning. Now the Yankee infield. They're back up the middle. Boggs in close. The outfield bunched and they're short. Takes the ball up high. There's a shot, base hit right back to the middle. Here comes Burks. Here comes Lance. He scores. It's a 4-3 ball game. Yeah.
Thank you very much. I'll tell you what, we talked about Ozzie earlier and his ability and how much stronger he is. I'll tell you, he got up on this high fastball, something he has not been able to do in the last couple of years. And he just rips it back up the middle for 2 RBIs. What a clutch job by Ozzie. Look at this, up and away, a shot right by the pitcher in the center field. Gets his hands up above the ball and nails it. Atta boy, Oz.
Here's Danny Pasqua. Struck out last inning. Here's a shot off the glove of Mattingly. Here comes Carcavice. He'll score, and the game is tied at 4.
All right, now we're having fun. Oh, Danny Pasqua got a hanger right here, and he took full advantage of it. He struck out his first time. As you look at Neil Heaton, Melito Perez was put on a disabled list. Neil Heaton was activated. Left-hander, former Cleveland Indian. Take a look. Breaking ball, just a spiral over the inner half of the plate and up, and Danny smokes it. Mattingly can't catch it. Nobody can. So an RBI for Pasqua. Tie ball game. Runners at the corners for Graybeck.
9th hit of this inning.
Who was your pick?
Raines.
Well, he's out of the game, so he's...
No, that goes in my column there, big guy.
Oh.
0-1 the count. There's a ball hit hard. Owen up with it. Over to Kelly. They force Pasqua. Now they'll retire the side for the Sox. Do some damage. They tie it up with 4 runs. 4 hits. 1 error. 2 left. And after 4, tied at
4. My goal is to take this pitching staff and win the division.
4 big runs by the Sox in the bottom of the 4th inning. Have tied it at 4. Ozzie with a key 2-out single. And here's Danny Tartabull. Right-hander Don Paul. You know, you still keep going back, Wimpy, to that at bat by Ellis Burks on the 1-2 count. Good 2-strike hitting.
Oh boy.
Splitter fouled away, and the count evens at 1.
Well, you always point out too, Hawk, the ability that Ellis has to hit that high fastball, and he got one right there and smoked it in the left field for that RBI single. Really set the offense going right there. And of course, Ozzie got a high fastball. He's gotten to be so much better of a high ball hitter from spring training to now. It's unbelievable.
That's inside. Well, you commented on that during the spring, the fact that last year Ozzie would, well, not last year because he didn't play, the year before and the year before that, would just foul it back.
Yeah, foul it back or hit a flare to left.
Now he's hitting up hard. That ball's hit hard to right center field. Burks goes back, looks up. It's out of here. Home run by Tartabull, and it's a 5-4 Yankee lead. We mentioned Danny Tartabull can take you out anywhere. He is strong. Second homer of the season for Tartabull.
Yeah, he is. And if you don't make good pitches on him, see, Don Paul can't throw that fastball inside on Tartabull, so he matches up real strong against the poke. Check it out right there. It's out over the plate, which is his zone, do not disturb zone. You see his head perfectly still right there. He makes contact out in front of home plate, and the rest is history.
Jimmy Leyritz takes it up high. Leyritz has walked and flying to center. Fouls it away, and then we understand that Wilson Alvarez left the game because of an irritated middle finger on his pitching hand. So there's Tartabull. Outfield, straight up, spread out. Little looper, that's trouble.
The Yankee home run leaders in the last 6 seasons, Hawk-a-Roo with 32, Jack Clark. And you see Danny Tartabull 25. They need his bat. He's got to stay healthy for these guys to contend.
Randy Velarde homered his last trip. This is the 3rd inning in this ball game. The Yankees have started an inning off with 2 hits. Two and 0 the count. Here's southpaw Chuck Carey, former Yankee. That's into right field, right at Ellis Burks.
And a reminder that individual diamond suites are available in April and May. Suites cost $2,200 or $3,500 per game for parties of 20 or 35 persons, including food and beverage. Special offer: you buy one suite in April and receive a second April date at half price. That's a deal.
Catcher Mike Stanley, he's 2 for 2, a couple of singles and 2 runs scored. He's 3 for 3 now. So Leyritz will hold at second.
Well, Stanley too matches up good against Don Paul. He's a good off-speed hitter, and Don's not going to throw the ball by him. He relies on good movement on the split finger pitch. Stanley's a pretty good hitter. You don't have overpowering stuff, he can hurt you. So that'll bring up shortstop Spike Owen. Owen is perfect on the day. He is a single hitter, and he walked and scored. That was in the 4th inning.
2 on, 1 out. Pitch misses. 5 runs, 9 hits, 1 error for the Yankees. 4 runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Sox. Oh, Pope, bristle up. Splitter down low. So Spike Owen in good shape at 2-0. Hughes, that one foul over the Sox dugout, and the count moves to 2-1. Paid attendance this afternoon, 42,775. Probably close to 45,000 in the house. So. good strike.
Need a ground ball right here. Get that Mo back on the good guy's side.
Check swing, nice pitch. Ozzie bare hands, snap bobbles, and can't get it. Throws the ball away. Here comes Leyritz. He'll score. Stanley into third. That'll be a base hit, error 6. First error of the season committed by the Sox.
Well, there you see the check swing. Good pitch by Don Paul. He did his job, and Ozzie coming on trying to make the bare hand. Didn't quite get it in that bare hand. Didn't have the good grip, so he regroups and took a little bit too much time. And as you can see, the end result, Frank Thomas, very tough pick for Frank. That ball was out there 4 or 5 feet in front of him.
Here's Pat Kelly, infield in. Into right field. Burks backs up. Stanley tagging. He will score. And very quickly the Yankees come right back with 3 runs. A 7-4 ball game. Center fielder Bernie Williams. He's 0 for 2, but he has driven in a pair. Sacrifice fly. And then last inning hit a ground ball to first base, knocking in a run. Good strike and the count 1-1. Fastball inside corner. 7 runs, 10 hits, 1 error for the Yankees. 4 runs, 4 hits, 1 error for the Sox. Got him on a good splitter, but the Yankees come right back with 3 on 4 hits, 1 error. They lead 1. Halfway home, 7-4 bad guys.
You're watching Sports Channel.
We're back. There's a set from Spaceballs. Actually, that's our crack crew in the truck. And our game summary. There you see it. 7-10-1 for the Yankees. Well, I'll tell you, Velarde, solo homer in the 4th. Tardival the homer. Alvarez left the game in the 4th inning. Sox scored 4 in the 4th. Got to get more, though.
Big Frank leads it off. Takes the ball low. Frank 0 for 2. 7-4 New York. There's a strike. Outfield bunch straight up. It'll be Thomas, Bell, and Ventura. Two balls and a strike. In the 2nd inning at Skydome, Cleveland. There's a shot right at Bernie Williams. Boy, he hurt. Cleveland and the Blue Jays tied it to top of the 2nd. Here's George Bell. He started off that 4-run 4th with a 1-out single to left field. Good hack. 0-2 the count. Yankees 1 in the second, 3 in the fourth, 3 in the fifth. Sox with all 4 in the fourth. Bell last year against New York. 267 hitter, a couple of homers, 13 RBIs. In his career, 294 hitter, 18 homers, and he's knocked in 78. Watch out. There's a shot. Stay fair. It is. Down into the corner. So George Bell is going to pick up his 3rd double of the season.
And he smoked that one. He got a high slider from Wickman, and he really takes advantage of this pitch. Boy, Frank Thomas hit his pitch very hard to center field. Right there. That's just bell tie, middle of the plate. George got the head out in a hurry. You see it get stuck. That would be a ground rule double. Come on, Robin, needs some points.
Robin 0 for 1, bounced to short, hit the ball hard. Then he walked last inning. Takes a good strike from Bob Wickman. Change, gets it over. Good arm action right there, Wimpy.
Yeah, that's the best changeup he's thrown today. Right there, as you look at Neil Heaton. Boy, he really stayed back nicely and got in a great location. Robin can't pull the trigger on that one.
Follows it up with a fastball high off the plate. Ball and 2 strikes to Ventura. There's Ellis on deck. Off the end of the bat into center field. Bernie Williams. Bernie can cover some ground out there in central. So with 2 out, it's up to Ellis Burks. Had an RBI single last inning. Ellis, have a good day.
Better yet, have a great day. Yeah. Maybe he'd like that one back.
Outfield playing Burks to hook. Watch out.
Ooh, got him.
It hit him.
Now, if you're going to get hit, just to get hit in the uniform, brushing you very slightly is as good as you can get. Ball running in from Wickman, way inside. John Hirschbeck making the call. So the tying run to home plate, and Lance Johnson.
Lance 0 for 2. He has scored a run. There's a strike. Check swing foul into the glove of the mitt of Mike Stanley. Bell at second, Burks at first. 7-4 Yankees. over the outer half. So Lance down a ball and 2 strikes. He gets him. That'll do it. Nothing across after 5. Yankees lead it by 3.
I'm sure I can bat 300. I'm sure I can bat still, 60 to 70 bases and be aggressive in the outfield.
Top of the 6th inning. That is the story. Yankees lead it 7-4, and a pitching change for the Sox. It'll be the 33-year-old veteran southpaw Chuck Carey. Carey 6'4", 215 pounds, out of Whittier, California. Here's what he did this spring. Just made a spot for himself on the staff. 15 innings, giving up 11 hits. Just 3 walks, had 5 strikeouts. Of course, Chuck, who pitched last year in Japan, a former Yankee. And if you joined us late, a couple of home runs in this ball game, both by New York. Randy Velarde, his first of the season, and Danny Tartabull, an opposite field shot, his second of the year. It'll be Boggs, Mattingly, and Tartabull. Boggs 2 for 3, as you see, with an RBI. That came a 2-out single back in the 4th inning. There you see it. We mentioned Tribe at Skydome against the Jays, tied at 2. Cubs leading the Phillies 6-4 in the 4th. Ozzy's there. 1 gone. And a reminder, our next game coming your way on Sports Channel, indeed, will be tomorrow. It'll be the southpaw Jimmy Key against Rod Bolton. There you see what they did in the spring. Key 1-2 with a 1.12 ERA. Check that Key has already won a game. He beat Cleveland, and that was Bolton's spring numbers. So here's Mattingly, 0 for 3. In that Cleveland game, I believe Jimmy Key threw about 78 pitches, going 8 innings.
Yeah, very quick. He's done well against the Sox. 14-7 with a 2.7 career ERA.
He's a good pitcher.
Yeah.
Blue Jays, of course, with a massive payroll.
Oh. Well, I don't know. They never really considered keeping Jimmy Key. It just appeared that they were just adamant that he was going to be out of there. And isn't Dave Stewart hurt now, from what people tell us?
Well, they said it might be 4 weeks. There's a strike, and the count 3-1. But now we're hearing from a couple of scouts and some other people that it could be as long as 3 months. 3-1 delivery. Full count. Danny Tartabull on deck. That's a big dent, innings wise, as you look at George Steinbrenner. He loses him. So with 1 out, that'll bring up Danny Tartabull. Mattingly at first. Tartabull has walked, struck out, and gone deep. Outfield, straight up, spread out.
That looked like a swing from here.
They call it a ball. Little double hit right there off the foot of Tartabull. Good breaking pitch from Carey coming in.
But that's what Chuck showed us in spring training, that hard slider coming down and into a right-handed hitter. It's like it could be a very big pitch for him. Danny, yeah, right off that front foot.
Carey set with the 1-1 pitch. Short lead by Mattingly. Yes, he did. Good pitch again. Pull the string on him just a shade.
I've always thought this is the best pitch a lefty can throw to a right-handed hitter. That slider, hard curve ball, whatever, down and in. Tough to hold back on that pitch.
Ate him up right there on the fist. Seven, 10, and 1 for the Yankees. 4, 5, and 1 for the Sox. He joined us late. Wilson Alvarez started, had to leave because of an irritated middle finger on his pitching hand. That ball hammered into center field. Lance Johnson back. He's there. What a nice play by one dog. That ball knuckled on him, Wimpy.
Yes, it did. And fortunately, it didn't catch a jet stream to get out of this ballpark, because he really hit that ball hard. Not enough elevation, though. Boy, Lance is becoming an expert at these wind currents. They are very strange in this ballpark. Wow.
What a jump he did.
Yeah, he did. I thought that ball was out of here, and then all of a sudden it started knuckling, and then it just kind of fell. Yeah. Whew. Oh, that target was strong.
Here's Leyritz. Walk. Fly to center. Single and a run scored. Just off the plate, a little low. Left side. Robbins there, sucks it up. Over to Graybeck, and that'll do it. Nothing across after 5.5. Yankees on top, 7-4.
Chicago Blackhawk fans, are you ready to rock? Order Hawk Vision and bring the excitement of the stadium home at a new lower price. That's good news. Call your cable operator today. Satellite dish owners call 1-800-989-7526 or order Hawk Vision and rock your house. What a deal. And we have a new pitcher for the New York Yankees. Bob Wickman is through for the afternoon. He has a chance to win this ball game. And Neil Heaton, that is, the veteran left-hander, former Pirate, former Cleveland Indian, was activated when Melito Perez was put on the disabled list at the start of the season. Neil has worked an inning in the third, walked one, and that's pretty much been it. Kind of a funky left-hander, throws way over the top. And he has been a little bit erratic in his career. To the University of Miami, I know, was a big bonus baby for the Cleveland Indians. Has had some good years and some off years, and he now is going to get a chance to work for the Yankees as Bob Wickman works 5 innings, gives up 4 runs on 5 hits. It just seemed like the Sox had him on the ropes so many times, couldn't put him away because he made that big pitch when he had to.
He made a couple of excellent pitches as Ron Karkovice will lead it off. It'll be Karkovice, Ozzie, then the top of the order, Danny Pasqua. 33-year-old veteran southpaw Neil Heaton. And indeed, he does have that funky motion. Two 2-0 the count.
It really kind of drags his arm behind him, doesn't it? That's Michael Ego Gallego.
Boy, he's become somewhat of a forgotten guy over there.
Yeah, he has.
Just catches the outside corner, says Hirschbeck, and the count 2-1. Way out in front of the off-speed pitch. 7-10-1 for New York. 4-5-1 for the Sox. Full count. Clark is lined hard to third, walked and scored. Ball 4, base hit. Off the end of the bat. Good pitch by Heat. Spike Owen.
Well, Spike Owen is going to make that routine play for you every time. So the Yankees got him. Not a whole lot of range. Played for Seattle last year, was with the Montreal Expos, but if there's a play to be made, he'll generally do it.
Here's Ozzie. Walked in a 2-run single. Getting a little nippy here at the ballpark. Pops it up. Danny Tartable.
The official fan club of the White Sox is the Silver and Black Pack. Membership is open up to kids up to 16 years old and includes 3 pairs of coupons good for White Sox tickets, a membership certificate and card, new White Sox stickers, a Waldo the White Sox Wolf pin, and a subscription to the club's newsletter. Membership is only $15. The tickets alone are worth $48. And you can sign up today at SportsMart, the official outlet of the Silver and Black Pack. Who's this?
And the White Sox fans come to their feet in appreciation for the effort that Bo Jackson has made to rehabilitate that left hip. And there's what he did on the spring, 354. Knocked in 12. He's hitting for Pasqua, who came in for Tim Raines, who had to leave because of a jammed right thumb. Takes a fastball strike. That ball hit deep to right field. Tarnover goes back, looks up. You can put it on the board. Yes! Bo Jackson in his first at bat in the '93 season. Homers to right field, and what a moment this is for that man.
This is absolutely amazing. The power of Bo Jackson to pitch away. Watch where he makes contact. Almost behind him, at his right hip. And he nailed it out of the ballpark. Oh my. Goosebumps everywhere.
They want a curtain call. Wimpy, we have said it since he was injured. The work and the effort that that man has put into coming back, absolutely remarkable.
Yeah. Wow.
0-1 the count to Craig Grayback. Spike Owen on the short hop, backs up now, guns over to first base in time, and that'll do it, but not before Bo Jackson in his first at bat since coming back with an artificial hit, goes deep, and it's a 7-5 game.
Championship team, and what more can I ask for? Health, a winning season. Hey, that'll be all right with me.
We are seeing something special. Wimpy, I don't even know if our grandchildren will be able to believe the story of Bo Jackson. Here's a man, makes the All-Star team in the NFL, makes the All-Star team in the American League, injures his hip, has it replaced, artificial hip, battles back. Not one person except Bo Jackson and his mom, who passed away this winter, who he promised he would come back and play. Not one person gave him a a chance of coming back and playing in another major league game, and in his first at bat in the '93 season, hits a home run. Indeed, something very special.
Oh, that is really special for everyone across this great country of ours. I'll tell you what, you just can't believe Bo Jackson, the flair for the dramatic too. Opening day at home, he gets his first at bat in a packed house, and he just does it. He has that unique ability. He wants that ball.
He wants to have that ball bronzed and put on his mom's tombstone.
Wow. Here's Bobby Thigpen on in relief. Last season, Bobby 1-3 with a 4.75 ERA in 55 games. Keep it right there. The Sox right in this game, just 2 behind.
Randy Velarde takes the pitch outside. Velarde 1 for 3, a homer, leading off the 4th inning. I mean, it really is something remarkable. Good breaking pitch from Thiggy, and the count 1-1. It just goes to show you that great saying, whether you think you can or whether you think you can't. You're right either way.
Yeah.
Good fastball from Thiggy, and the count 1-2.
400 feet on that home run by Bo Jackson to right field.
Yeah, not even right center. No. Right field.
That's right. Oh, Lordy. You know, he cleared that front hip so nicely on that swing, too.
In the hole, Robin is there, sucks it up, throws him out. Good play. And a good pitch by Thigpen.
Velarde almost fought that ball through the hole in the left field for a base hit. Robin ranging far to his left. Ozzie was backing him up, but I don't think he could have made a play. Boy, that bat almost went as far as the ball. But Robin, he got a good jump on this one. Good anticipation by Ventura, the strong throw, and there's 1 out here in the 7th.
Mike Stanley off-speed pitch. He is 3 for 3, 3 singles, 3 runs scored, 7 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. For the New Yorkers, 5 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. For the good guys. On the outside corner, slider, beauty, 0-2. Jammed him. Another good pitch by Thiggy. Ellis Burks, a long way to come. It could be trouble. It's going to fall in there. But Stanley, not a whole bunch of speed. A single. 4 for 4. A couple of duck smarts.
They all count. Oh, Ellis Burks had a long way to run, as you mentioned, Hawk, and you can see Thiggy with good movement on that fastball. Jam sandwich right there. But you couldn't have thrown this ball down there any more perfectly than that. So 1 out, runner at first, and Spike Owen is going to bat lefty.
Spike 2 for 2, a walk and a run scored. Takes it upstairs. Fastball runs away. 2-0 the count.
And now the truth comes out why Bo hit that homer. Oh my God.
3-0.
Why do we even play this game? Because Bo becomes your pick to click now. There's no better place in Chicago than to throw a pregame party than in our Kingsford Charco patio area. Patio can accommodate groups of 20 to 1,500. Wow. For more info, call the White Sox sales office at 312-924-1000.
Kingsford, the surefire. Those are the Bertucci boys.
We've both been munching up on that chicken and ribs and burgers they sent up to the booth.
They're the best.
Here's Pat Kelly. 2 sacrifice bunts and a sacrifice fly. And we just got some bad news, big time bad news. Tim Raines tore some ligaments in his right thumb. He will undergo surgery tomorrow and is expected to be out 6 to 8 weeks. Wow. Whew. Wow. That hurts.
Yeah, it really does. Boy, we said at the beginning when Timmy slid in there really hard into second base. It looked like he was okay.
Jammed him, popped him up. Ellis Burks makes the call. The catch. 2 gone. That's bad news.
Well, the scenario now with Timmy obviously going on a disabled list, that'll give more playing time certainly to Bo Jackson and Danny Pasqua. Sox have are better situated than most teams if they lose a player of that caliber. Michael Huff is waiting in the wings to be recalled. And I'm sure that's what's going through Ron Schuler's mind right now, as he figures out what to do in Tim's absence, who was off to just a wonderful start on the season, though.
Here's Bernie Williams. Good change from Thigpen. Bernie's 0 for 3 with a couple of RBIs. Well, you just got to overcome it. And every team is going to have their injuries.
Yep.
This is a little low, says Hirschbeck, and the count 1-1.
Well, Timmy Raines brings that great speed element to the top of your lineup too. You know, that walk or a single turns into a double in a hurry.
Ball hit deep in the left center field. Good jump by Lance. He's there, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Nothing across. 7th inning stretch here at Comiskey Park. 7-5 Yankees.
I know the type of guys that say, well, I got to hit 2 home runs, 3 home runs, give 50 RBI. I just go there every day, and if I play every day, I got a chance to put good numbers on it.
We're back at the old ballpark. As you can see, there's the situation. 7-11-1 for the New York Yankees, 5-6-1 for the White Sox. And our weekend probables, Jimmy Key goes tomorrow against Rod Bolton. That's on Saturday. Scott Kamenicki, right-hander from the University of Michigan, will work against Blackjack McDowell on the finale of this 3-game series on Sunday. Here's the big hurt. Fastball in the outside corner from Neil Heaton. And still 9 more outs to go here. Sox trailing by 2. Heaton in relief of Bob Wickman, who worked 5 innings, gave up 4 runs. Little meeting between Mike Stanley and Heaton. John Habian working for the Yankees in their bullpen. How about this, Hawk? The 7/8 hitters in the lineup for the Yankees have reached base every time up. Mike Stanley 4 for 4. Spike Owen, that is, with 2 singles and 2 walks. Frank pops this one up, foul ground. That's out of play right side. So the guys on the bottom of the order have really helped New York's cause this afternoon. George Bell and Robin Ventura to foul. 3-4-5 in the Sox lineup. Ground ball foul past the boomer. Terry Bevington. Cricket over there to make the play. As you look at Spike Owen. Last 4 seasons he's been with the Montreal Expos. been a very consistent fielder, as you can see. Ripken and Fernandez, the ones that are better than Ozzie Smith and Alan Trammell. Good guys. Good change by Heaton. Almost like a screwball effect to that. I know he holds that pitch a lot differently than most pitchers do. And it worked well for him right there against Frank Thomas as he went fishing. So 1 out. First strikeout. George Bell takes a strike on the outside corner. And the shadows are now creeping in. Going to make it that much tougher for the hitters as this game goes on. We're in the bottom of the 7th, 7-5 Yankees. There's a changeup down and in. Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The shadow. It's always tough on those hitters late in the ball game. Certain stadiums in the daytime. George, good fastball right on the corner. Yankees really playing Bell to pull. Big gap in right center field. George didn't like that call. And he's down in the count 1-2. Ground ball hit hard. Wade Boggs plays it off his chest. The high throw, and Mattingly able to stay on the bag. So George Bell retired for the 2nd out of the inning. That was a simple 2-hopper right there. Looked like Wade Boggs played it off the heel of his glove, but he was able to keep the ball in front of him. And Don Mattingly makes the most of his height. And he's only about 5'11" or so, but he is able to make the play right there, get back to the bag, and keep his foot on the bag. Here's Robin. Breaking ball. That one misses outside. Ventura is 0 for 2 in this ball game. He walked in the 4th. Robin hitting at .214 on the season. Fastball, yes sir. Ellis Burks on deck. If Ventura can reach base. Sox have been out hit 11-6 in this game. Shot, stay fair. Nope. So Neil Heaton doing a good job in this inning, getting ahead of the White Sox hitters. Struck out Frank Thomas on a good changeup, got George Bell on a ground to 3rd. And Robin Ventura now down on the count 1-2. Look at the crowd. 42,775 paid this afternoon. Oh, good one. Got him. Just froze Ventura. And that'll do it. He strikes out 2 out of 3. And after 7, it's 7-5 New York.
Randy Hahn back live in our Sports Channel studios. Time now for a Chrysler scoreboard update. Elsewhere in the American League this afternoon, Toronto has now gone in front of the Cleveland Indians 5-2 despite a 2-run homer in that game by the Tribe's Albert Bell. The rest of the games tonight are under the lights. In the National League, the Cubs playing the Phillies, and Chicago's gone ahead 6-5 now in the 7th inning. 5 home runs in that game, a rocky outing for Frank Castillo. He gave up 3 round trippers. Now back to Ken Harrelson and Tom Paciorek at Comiskey.
All right, thank you, Randy. And back here at Comiskey Park, the Yankees clinging to that 2-run lead. Sox with their relief pen have used now 4 pitchers. Bobby Thigpen in relief of Chuck Carey, who followed Don Paul. Wilson Alvarez worked 3 innings to start this thing off. Neil Heaton in relief of Bob Wickman for New York. It's going to be the 2, 3, 4 hitters in the Yankee lineup, the guys that they're really counting on to produce this season. Boggs, Mattingly, and Tartabull. Strike 1, the fastball to Wade. Wade Boggs 2 for 4 with an RBI. Takes a breaking ball up high. So Wade Boggs hitting at 235 as he stands in there, wearing those very fashionable Oakley glasses. Misses down and away. Fastball, so Boggs ahead in the count 3-1. Should get a fastball here from Thiggy. He misses up high. See, the highest batting averages from 1961 to 92. Wade Boggs at 338. Hawk-a-Roo 328. Tony Gwynn a point below that. Kirby Puckett, Roberto Clemente, and the great Don Mattingly. Speaking of Mattingly, Donnie is at home plate now. 0 for 3 with a walk this afternoon. Batting average at 353 as he stands in there. Came in hitting 429. Has not driven in a run yet on this young season. Changeup. That catches the outside corner, so the count even at 1. Sox in the outfield playing straight up on Mattingly. He's had the ability to pull the ball and go the opposite way throughout his career. Oh, there's a shot in the left field. Just took that changeup and served it out just out of the reach of Ventura. So the Yankees threatening with their best power guy coming up and Danny Tartable. First and second, nobody out. Well, that's just good hitting. Not that bad a pitch by Thiggy. If you look at Scott Radinsky warming up for the Sox in the pen. Jim Leyritz is the on-deck hitter. Up and in with the fastball. There's a lot of guys wearing those sunglasses up at the plate. I just wouldn't feel comfortable with that.
Well, there's a big difference though, Wimpy. When we were playing, they didn't have that kind of lens that they have on these Oaklands. They don't hurt your depth perception.
Yeah.
When we were playing sunglasses, you know, you had problems with the depth perception.
Two and 0. We got to find a way to make a pitch right here. This guy's dangerous. Slider, he did. Got that one in the right spot. Tartable obviously thinking fastball on that 2-0 count. But he's going to have to make a couple more. He misses upstairs. Count now 3-1. We just may see Paul O'Neill from Leyritz. Up high, he walked him. So the bases are loaded. Nobody out here in the 8th inning. And we'll see if Bucky Showalter wants to make a move here. Third walk issued by Thigpen. Leyritz is the DH in this game. Jackie Brown goes back to the dugout. And Bobby Thigpen's got a lot of pitching to do to get out of this thing. Here's a great RBI situation from Leyritz, who's 1 for 3 in this ball game, a single and a run scored, and he also has a walk to his credit. Sox in at the corners, back up the middle. Clete Boyer makes the play. He was a pretty good third baseman. jammed him. Terry Leach on the left, Scott Radinsky on the right of your screen. The good news is the 0-2 count on Leyritz. Bad news, bases loaded, nobody out here in the 8th. Ooh, he jammed him. He's got a piece of it coming straight back. Sox need to cut this one short. Yankees are pretty solid in their bullpen late innings. Steve Farr, the right-handed closer, and Steve Howe, the lefty, will probably see action here in this game. Ooh, he just misses.
Very close pitch here by Thigpen. As you'll see, when you walk 3, though, a little low.
Yeah.
You don't get any benefit of the doubt.
That's true. 1-2. Uh-oh. Way deep. That ball's gone. He got a hanger and took advantage of it. And we've got an 11-5 ball game.
Two hanging slider to Leyritz. He didn't miss it.
He's got 6 RBIs on the season already. That's his first homer. And Randy Velarde, the hitter, he's homered. Fastball in the inside corner. Good movement on that pitch by Thigpen. And then you see Leyritz, who is the designated hitter in this ball game. Pretty happy camper. It's Neil Heaton on the left of your screen. Up high. Oh boy. Pretty good swing right there. The head was still. Made that contact out front. Strike 2 on Velarde with the breaking ball. Wants it away. Oh, good pitch there by Thigpen. And Velarde go to sound on strikes. First strikeout for Bobby. And Mike Stanley will hit. Stanley's got 4 consecutive singles. He has scored 3 times. That one misses the outside corner. Mike coming into this ball game was hitting nothing. Now he's .571. Fouled at home plate. New York now with 13 hits on the game. Sox with 6. There's a pop-up in the left field. Whoa, shallow. Here comes Bo Jackson in hard now. And Bo does put it away. Gets a nice ovation as the wind seemed to bring that ball back into the infield.
Well, he's standing almost behind second base right now, so it'll tell you how far he had to go. And indeed, the wind now has shifted, blowing in from left field. Brought it back a long. He had a ways to go to make that one.
That's a tough play right there. And Ozzy's got to be a little bit apprehensive going up on pop-ups to hit the left field. This stage of the season. There's a strike to Spike Owen. Well, Stanley finally has made an out today. He's 4 for 5, and Spike Owen perfect with a 2 for 2 afternoon. Loops one in the shallow center field. That's going to fall. Lordy. Go looking for wallets on that one. A little bloop over the infield. That's hit number 14 for the Yankees. Yankees trying to go 2-2 on the season with a victory this afternoon. Sox coming in at 2-1. And Pat Kelly will hit. Sox coming in were batting just .245 as a team, but they had made the most of 25 hits in that 3-game series in Minnesota, scoring 20 runs. Yankees hitting .298 coming in. And that will go up. That's up and in. Jimmy Key goes for New York tomorrow. There's a strike. 3-1 to Pat Kelly. Jam shot fouled over the Yankee dugout, first base side. Owen will be in motion. He fouls it back, and we'll do it all over again. Terry Leete, Scott Radinsky, they're ready. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning here at Comiskey Park on opening day of the home season, and that's ball 4. Fourth walk issued by Bobby Thigpen. As you look at the skipper, Gene Lamont. The Sox are going to have to mount a charge here in the last 2 innings. 6 precious outs to go. Here's Bernie Williams. Takes one up high. Bernie has struck out this afternoon, does have a sacrifice fly, and he lined out hard to center field this last time up. There's a strike. Starting to get chilly here. Mr. Sun is gone. He jammed him into right field. Ellis Burks and Lance Johnson calls Ellis off, but that'll do it. The side is retired in the 8th inning, but the Yankees pick up 4 more and they lead it 11-5.
You're watching Sports Channel.
11-5 Yankees here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And a reminder, our next game coming away on Sports Channel. It'll be Sports Channel Plus tomorrow, 6 p.m. And the starting pitchers, while the Yankees southpaw Jimmy Key 1-0 this year already against the Tribe, and his opponent, rookie right-hander Rodney Bolton, who in the spring was 1-0 with a 2.65 ERA for the Sox. Sox got a lot of work to do and not a whole bunch of time to do it in, as Ellis Burks will lead it off. Southpaw Neil Heaton pours the strike over. Ellis 1 for 2 on the afternoon. RBI single and a run scored back in the 4th inning. 11-14-1 for the Yankees. 5-6-1 for the Sox. 2 strikes. Pitchers of record: Bob Wickman for New York and Don Paul for the Sox. Pretty good off-speed pitch right there by the Yankee southpaw. Fouled away, and the count remains 0-2. If you joined us late, 3 home runs in the ball game by the Yankees. Randy Velarde in the 4th inning, his first of the year. Danny Tartabull in the 5th inning, his second of the season. Top half of this frame, a grand slam. Get through there. Look at Spike Owen will not be able to throw him out. That'll be a base hit for Ellis Burks. Wimpy mentioned earlier, Spike Owen, not a whole bunch of range out there at shortstop, but he has good hands. He'll catch the balls he can get to.
Yeah. And he'll be good on a natural surface, I would think. Although he has played most of his career on artificial surfaces at Seattle and Montreal. But Ellis gets down that line in a hurry. I think that's his 3rd infield single of the season already.
Here's Lance. He's 0 for 3. 1 home run by the Sox. If you did not see it, Bo Jackson. Bo pinch hitting for Danny Pasqua, who had singled and a run in the 4th inning. Bo hitting in the 6th. Took Heaton out of here 400 feet to right field. What a tremendous moment for the 42,775 in attendance, as there's a shot, base hit right back through the middle. Almost took Heaton's head off.
Get away, Lance. Now let's give him a finish, boys. 2 consecutive singles by the Sox. And that'll bring up Ron Karkovice. Whoa, boy. Look out, Neil. See, Neil's not in good fielding position right there. That glove is behind him. Oh, he's at the mercy right there of the ball. Watch it right. Look where his glove is. Man. Oh, Lordy.
Here's Karkovice. Karko for 2. A walk and a run scored.
Hey, you never know in this game.
Hey, this club's going to come back and win a lot of games this year.
Yeah.
Two and 0 the count to Kark. Activity down in the Yankee pen is right-hander John Habian.
Take 2.
Damn right.
You're small. Yeah, Sox need base runners right now. If you look at the skipper, Bucky Showalter, they need runners.
And a whole bunch of them. 11-5 New York. There's one. Count to Karkovice. Oh, Kark, ball 4, base hit.
Yeah, this could be a very big pitch in this ball game right here.
There's a base hit into right field. Here comes Burks. Johnson on the way to 3rd. Karkovice at first with a single. It's 11-6. Still nobody out.
That's a nice job of hitting by Karkovice, because this is not a bad pitch. It's down and away right where Heaton wanted it. Show the behind the hitter view right there. Kark goes down and gets it. Flips it over the second baseman into right center field. So runners at the corners and nobody out for Ozzie. And the Sox creep a little bit closer at 11-6. They still got 6 more outs to get.
Ozzie's walked, singled in a pair, and popped up to right. Outfield short. Shaded to the left. Boggs in on the grass at third. Big sweeping breaking pitch. The 11-14-1 for the Yankees, 6-9-1 for the Sox.
I'd be willing to bet this is Heaton's last hitter.
As I said, you're the biggest chalk player I've ever seen.
What do you mean? Oh boy.
You can bet the ranch on it.
Okay. Fortunately, I don't have a ranch up. Don't even have a farm.
Ozzie down 0-2. Oz bristle up.
And wouldn't you know it, the shadows just came back. Get out of here.
Bo Jackson on deck. Bo Jackson doing a split, semi-split in the on-deck circle down there. Ozzie fouls away the fastball.
I saw that. It looked like Jean-Claude Van Damme. Holy mackerel. Barishnikov can't do that. He was almost.
Almost had his cup hit the ground.
That hurt me watching him. Come on, Oz, battle him right here.
The 1-2 pitch. Cues it.
Hang in there.
Johnson at third. Karkovice at first. Nobody out. Sox with a run in, trail it by 5. The right-hander John Habian. All right, a break in the action as the southpaw Neil Heaton will depart. Habian comes on. We'll be back to give you his numbers right after this.
Dean, boy, our crew is really something, aren't they? Dressed to the hill.
There's Spiffy
putting on the Ritz. Sox have runners at first and third with 1 out. Bo Jackson, the hitter, and he'll be facing John Habian, 29-year-old right-hander from Bayshore, New York. 2 games, no record, 4.50 earned run average. 2 innings, he's given up 3 hits, 2 walks, and a strikeout. So Bo homered in his first at bat on the season, has a chance to do some more damage here. Runners at the corners and 1 out.
Outfield bunch shaded to the right. Can't get the slider. Slider hung high and inside, and the count evens at 1.
Bo matches up good against this guy. Habian doesn't have that overpowering fastball that he can throw by him upstairs. You know, one thing good about Bo in spring training, Hawk, is he got a lot of at-bats. I think he had like 65 at-bats in spring training, so he's going to get some duty now. Let all the fans know that Tim Raines will be out for quite some time, and Bo's going to get some playing time, and he played both against righties and lefties.
Ooh. 2-1 the count. And if you joined us late, did not hear, Tim Raines back in the first inning. Walked, stole second. When he slid into second, tore some ligaments in his right thumb. He will have surgery tomorrow and be out 6 to 8 weeks. Raines was back, no doubt about that.
We'll see ever.
So a big hurt, a big loss for the Sox.
Wait,
high, 3-1.
Plot thickens. Bo looks hitterish up there.
Ball 4, base hit. What a hack.
Oh, he did.
So we'll see what they want to work him with on the full count.
He throws that slider. I sure hope he hangs it.
Here it comes. So a 3-2 slider in an outstanding location for Havian. That's going to get a lot of guys.
Oh, yeah. 3-2. You're still in that fastball mode. And you're certain you're going to hit the hanging breaking ball. But that one right there was nasty from Havian. He made a pitch when he had to.
Craig Graybeck walked into first and was grounded out 3 times. Outfield playing. Graybeck to Hook. Fastball in the hole. Owens up with it on one knee over to second base. They just do force Karkovice. Nice play, and that'll retire the side. Sox pick up a run on 3 hits, leave 2 after 8. 11-6 bad guys.
My goal for this year is to play a solid defense and stay healthy.
The producer director of White Sox baseball is James A. Angio. Jeff Stanton, graphics coordinator. Our coordinating producer is Greg Bowman, and our executive producer, John Toohey. That's the story here in the top of the 9th inning. Sox in a whole bunch of trouble, trailing by 5, and a pitching change, Wimpy.
Terry Leach comes out to work for the 2nd time on the season. Terry got a save his first time up, has a 3-point earned run average. Terry worked 3 innings in that ball game at Minnesota. So he's got the 2, 3, and 4 hitters here in the 9th inning. Wade Boggs, Don Mattingly, and Danny Tartable.
Boggs 2 for 4, RBI and a run scored. Takes the fastball strike from Terry. 11-14-1 for the Pinstripes. 6-9-1 for the Sox. Yankees with 1 in the 2nd, 3 in the 4th, 3 in the 5th, 4 big ones in the 8th. Sox with 4 in the 4th, 1 in the 6th, and 1 in the 8th. Sinker tails away in the count 1-2. Jammed in with a good pitch. Slider coming in on the fist. Bo is there. Here's Mattingly. Down 1 for 4, a walk, a single, and a run scored. Oh, 1 the count. Danny Tartable, the on-deck hitter. Yankees with 3 homers in this game. Sox with 1. Yankee round trippers by Velarde leading off the 4th. Tartable leading off the 5th. And a grand slam by Jimmy Leyritz last inning. And if you just tuned in, Bo Jackson for the Sox in his first at bat of the season. Nice play, Grayback.
Anyway, Craig, Mattingly got jammed on this pitch from Leach. Looked like a slider coming in on his hands, but he tried to fight it into right field. And you can see one hopper, Grayback, the dive to the left, gets up very quickly and finishes off the play. So good job by Craig. There's 2 down now in the 9th.
Here's Tartable. Couple of walks, a strikeout, line shot to center field, and an opposite field homer. Takes the strike. Low and in. In case you're looking to the Sox 9th. Frank Thomas, George Bell, and Robin Ventura. Hopefully just the first 3 of many hitters to hit in the bottom of the 9th inning. 1-2 the count.
Well,
we can do it.
Sure.
Good pitch by Terry.
I'm looking forward to watching Rod Bolton in his major league debut tomorrow. Got a toughie in Jimmy Key.
Full count to Danilo.
Who?
Danilo.
Yeah.
He walks him. Ninth walk issued by Sox pitching this afternoon.
Yeah, that's not good.
No.
No. Generally speaking, you walk that many, you're gonna. Most of the time, you're gonna get beat. Unless that other team, and of course, the Yankees have pounded out 14 hits this afternoon either, so that doesn't make it any easier. How about this guy?
Leyritz 2 for 4. That grand slam, the first of his career. Last inning.
I remember you saying you like this guy.
Yeah.
Jimmy Leyritz.
Offensively. They got a chance. A chance to be. I don't like that particular stance he's in.
No. Obviously, he looks very strong. Really setting back on that back leg. If it works standing on your head, though. Oh.
Jams him Ozzie. Can't do anything about it. Just a little duck snort out there into short left center field.
Well, they've done that a few times today, haven't they?
Some severe ones.
That's about at least 5 or 6. Hung out some ropes, though.
That'll bring up the left fielder, Randy Velarde. Velarde struck out a couple of times. Grounded out to Robin, fly to right, and homer. Slider up and away.
You know, we talk about injuries so often, Hawk, as being a big part of who wins a season. We've already seen some big ones. Todd Worrell's on the disabled list with an elbow problem. He's the closer for the Dodgers. Tim Raines lost.
Ate him up. Broke his bat. Ozzie over to Grayback. And it'll retire the side. Nothing across. They'll go to the bottom of the 9th. They're in trouble. Trailing the Yankees 11-6. Not pretty, but that's what we have going to the bottom of the 9th inning. Sox trailing by 5, but they're going to send the heart of their order up. Frank Thomas, George Bell, Robin Ventura, to face the right-hander John Habian. Habian, the third Yankee pitcher of the afternoon. The Sox have employed 5. Here's Big Frank 0 for 4. There's a shot, left field. Laver's coming on, or Velarde, I should say, traps it, so a base hit for Frank.
Woo. What a great effort by Velarde out there. Oh, Frank gets those big arms extended, hits that line drive to left center. Good call by the umpire. I thought originally he had caught that ball.
Drew Coble went out there, ran out there, hustled out there, got a good look at it for the trap. Here's George. George 2 for 4. A single, a run scored, and a double. Takes a fastball strike. Back in the count 0-2. Boggs up with it. Over to Kelly. Back him up. 5-4-3 double play, 2 gone. And our Budweiser player of the game this afternoon is indeed, and our congratulations to Bo Jackson in his first plate appearance, missing all of last year, coming back with the artificial hip. Homer, 400 feet to right field, our Budweiser player of the game. Ventura takes a strike. Ellis Burks on deck. The count. Two balls and a strike. And once again, a reminder, tomorrow night at 6 on Sports Channel Plus, game 2 of this 3-game set. Rod Bolton against the southpaw Jimmy Key. That's fouled away. Finale on Sunday, Jack McDowell against Scott Kamenicki. Then it'll be the Minnesota Twins coming to town for a 3-game set. And we'll have all these games for you tomorrow, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday right here on Sports Channel. Outfield straight up, the 2-2 pitch. Cues it left side. Boggs charges up with it. No. They get him. Nice play by Boggs, and the ball game is over. Nothing across for the Sox. Final score. Yankees take the opener of this 3-game set. 11-6. Right now, let's go back to our studios and Randy Hahn.
All right, Ken Harrelson, now time for our Sherwin-Williams play of the game. It could be nobody else but Bo Jackson, who capped his remarkable comeback today with this solo home run, a 400-foot job in his first at-bat since October 5th of 1991. It came off Neil Heaton in the 6th inning, but it wasn't enough. As you see, the White Sox lose it by the final score of 11-6, but at least some fireworks created by Bo Jackson. And that's our Sherwin-Williams play of the game. We'll be back with more here on Sports Channel right after this. Sports Channel's coverage of Chicago White Sox baseball is brought to you in part by Budweiser, the king of beers. who reminds you friends know when to say when. By your local Sherwin-Williams paint stores. The pros know. Ask Sherwin-Williams, a participating sponsor of Major League Baseball. By your local Chrysler Plymouth dealer, where you get real advantages for the real world. And by RCA, the people who introduced television now proudly present RCA Home Theater TV. Well, a big crowd back at Comiskey Park today for the home opener as the Chicago White Sox returned after a very successful three-game outing in Minnesota where they took 2 out of 3 from the Twins and scored a whole bunch of runs. Today there were a whole bunch of runs in the ball game as well, 17 to be exact, but thanks to a late grand slam by the New York Yankees, the White Sox on the losing end today, dropping it by a final score of 11-6. This is our Ford Dealers post-game show. And let's send it back out to Comiskey Park now and rejoin Ken Harrelson and Tom Paciorek in just a moment as let's check the scoreboards now on our Ford Dealers post-game scoreboard. And in the American League, one other game this afternoon, the Cleveland Indians taking on the Toronto Blue Jays. Albert Bell had an early 2-run homer in that game for Cleveland, but the Blue Jays have been chipping away, and now the Blue Jays lead it in the 6th inning by a score of 7-3. The rest of the action is under the lights: Minnesota at Kansas City, Boston at Texas, California hosting Detroit, Milwaukee and Oakland, and the Seattle Mariners in the Kingdome later on against the Baltimore Orioles. The Cubs on the road in Philadelphia, and I believe we have highlights of the action today from the Cubs. We don't. All right, we'll tell you that they're leading 9-7 in the 8th inning. All kinds of home runs in this ball game, 6 so far, 2 of them by Derek May, including a 3-run shot in the 8th inning that has been the deciding margin for the Cubs. Again, they lead the Phillies 9-7. Colorado in front of Montreal 4-0. They're in the 2nd inning. San Francisco and Pittsburgh later tonight, along with San Diego at Florida against the Marlins, the Dodgers, and Atlanta and Houston against the New York Mets. All right, now let's send it back out to the ballpark and rejoin Ken Harrelson and Tom Paciorek.
Thank you, Randy Hahn. And the totals on the board for this afternoon's ball game. For the New York Yankees, 11 runs, 15 hits, 1 error. They stranded 13 runners. For the Sox, 6 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. They left 8. The winner, Bob Wickman. He is now 1-0. The loser, Don Paul. And before 42,775 this afternoon on a beautiful day for baseball in the home opener, everything was just fine but the score. But the most important thing, the bad news, and the story of this ball game is Tim Raines, who tore up some ligaments in his right thumb sliding into first base. Second base in the 1st inning, Wimpy. He's going to be out for 6 to 8 weeks.
I know, that's really a shame. Timmy was off to such a great start on the '93 season, but the Sox are very deep in the outfield as we were in spring training. So somebody will be brought up to take Timmy's spot on the roster, and that will give more playing time now to Danny Pasqua and Bo Jackson. Hopefully Timmy will be back sooner than the 6 to 8 weeks.
Well, certainly the highlight of today's game was the home run by Bo Jackson in the 6th inning. As you know, he missed all of last season. Here's a man that made the All-Star team in the NFL, made the All-Star team in the American League. All of a sudden, he has a hip replacement, comes back. Nobody gave him a plug nickel's worth of chance except himself. He thought he could, and his mom. His mom passed away this winter, and I hope that Bo got that baseball back from the youngster, 16-year-old from Crown Point, Indiana. He wants to have it bronzed and put on his mother's gravestone. But Wimpy, what an unbelievable story. Just an unbelievable story.
He is an unbelievable person, and as you mentioned, nobody gave Bo a chance to come back, and he did. He made his debut in '93, a very successful one, and Bo's going to get a chance to have a lot of at-bats right now with the loss of Tim Raines.
All right, the Sox lose the opener of this 3-game set by a score of 11-6. The Yankees with a record now of 2-2, and the Sox 2-2. We will have tomorrow night's game for you right here on Sports Channel Plus, when it will be Rod Bolton against the southpaw Jimmy Key. Once again, the final score, Yankees win it 11-6. So for my partner, Tom Paciorek, our producer-director, Jim Angio, this is Ken Harrelson. So long, everybody. Preceding has been an exclusive presentation of Sports Channel.
Randy Hahn back in our Sports Channel studios. So the White Sox lose it by the final 11-6 to the New York Yankees in the 1993 home opener. We promised you some Cubs highlights against the Philadelphia Phillies. We'll come back with that in just a moment.
The Sox 93 postgame show is brought to you by your local Ford dealer. Quality people, quality products.